Hi, it's Mike at Phase 1, and today we're going to take our first look at a brand new monitor from RCF. The brand new AYRA Pro 5 and the Pro 6. So what we're going to do in this video is we're not going to put them on and let you listen to them and compare them. You're never going to get that to come across correctly on a YouTube video, for sure. Right, you'll notice here that we've got the AYRA 6 on the stand on its own, and then we've got two of the original AYRA speakers, the AYRA 6 with the white cone at the bottom. Then there's one on top, which is the AYRA 5, and then the new one right up on the top, that is the AYRA 5 Pro. So basically the range stays the same, but now we've got Pro. There you go, side by side, the nearest one to us, this is the 6, and the smaller one is the 5. The design has changed completely. They've gone for a more stealthy look, I think this time. It's a more boxed shape, but what is interesting is I like the way that we can seem to be able to get access to the driver and the horn in the top. Now, I don't recommend taking things apart, but every now and again things need to be repaired. You know, accidents will happen. I've not taken one of these apart, but I think replacing a horn unit in here will be much easier than replacing a horn unit in, say, the old model, which seemed to be a sealed unit, much more difficult to get into. So if I wanted to work on this as an electronics engineer, I think that's a great design. Gives us a lot more scope for any repairs. As we can see on the front as well, these are ported. We've got a nice logo here with a light on the front, which lights up when you turn the unit on. Coming to the back of the unit, and this is the 6th version, it's very simple. RCF tend to do this with their speakers. There's not loads of DSP settings and loads of settings. It's not required. We believe, and RCF believe, that this sounds right straight out the box. All we've got settings wise on the back is we've got our power switch on, we've got an IEC cable going in the back, and we've got a frequency response -1 dB, +1 dB, and in the middle gives us 0, and then we've got a low frequency trim -2 and +2 dB. We've got an unbalanced input on a phono RCA, we've got balanced input on a 1/4 inch jack, and we've got XLR as well. Right, let's just run through a few of the specs. Let's concentrate on the 5 first. So we've got an active monitor with an amplifier in it. The amplifier is a Class D amplifier with a 75 watt for the sub and 25 watt for the top. It has got a 50 Hz to 20 kilohertz frequency response and a 5-inch composite fiberglass woofer with a 1-inch ferrofluid cool soft dome tweeter. This also incorporates the new fur face technology from RCF, which we'll cover in a little moment. The weight of the item is 4.8 kilos. Coming to the 6, which is the one that's closest to us, the 6 has got 45 Hz to 20 kilohertz frequency response, an 80 watt plus 40 watt Class D amplifier, a 6-inch speaker and a main driver, and a 1-inch ferrofluid cooled soft dome tweeter also. Again, this incorporates the first phase filtering. The weight on the item is 6 kilos. Like I said earlier, there is an 8 version, but we haven't got that here today. That has got a 100 watt plus a 40 watt Class D amplifier, an 8-inch driver with a 1-inch soft dome tweeter, and the frequency response on that is 45 Hz to 20 kilohertz and weighs 8 kilos. Right, so what makes this better than that? Right, what RCF did, maybe 18 months ago, is they started using a thing called fur phase filtering, and they put that into their PA range of speakers. Now they've brought this technology across to their new AYRA range of speakers, hence it's called AYRA Pro. Third phase technology, let me tell you, is a little bit difficult to explain, but basically it provides a 0 degrees phase response. Yeah, I'm reading it. If you want more information on what third phase filtering does, and I've watched this video, I understand it, I just don't think I can explain it. There'll be a link in this video that will take you through to another video that explains third phase filtering, which is very much a RCF bit of technology, and it does work. What we have noticed, because the nitty gritty is what we've got to do here, is this better than this? Does this deserve to be Pro? So we've A/B'd the original 6 with the new 6 Pro. And to be honest with you, yeah, it does. It sounds cleaner. They can definitely, it's got more clarity. It's a very flat response. It's very transparent. Everything is exactly where it should be. It really did impress me. I used to really like this. This was a very popular speaker here in the shop, and when we used to A/B it with other popular speakers, this 9 times out of 10 was not the speaker the customer had come in for, but ended up walking out the door with. This is definitely an improvement, 100%. We felt that when we A/B tested the two of them, that the bass felt a little bit forced. This, no, it sounded really natural. Now, what I would say, my personal preference is, and I don't use it as a studio monitor. It's something I would use to have a DJ. As a DJ, I would put it in my studio with my decks and things like that. So I'm not a music producer, but I did prefer the sound of this one. Gives us slightly more bass, but what I will say is you don't lose any crispness in the top end and the mid frequencies. I've often found when you go to a 6 with some of the speakers that you lose a little bit of that top end and crispness. You don't get that with this, and you never used to get that with this, but this is just an improvement for sure. Right, so there we are. We had a quick look. You can come and check these out at the shop. That's the 5-inch. Got the 6-inch on demo now. There's an 8-inch on the way. There is a sub that's going to be part of the range. And also they are bringing out a thing called a MC-1, and it's a control knob that you can use in your studio. Instead of having to go to the back of the speakers, it's like a knob you can put on your desk. I haven't seen one of them yet. I saw one at an exhibition and thought, yes, that's what we need for this range of speakers. It is on the way, and it's called a MC-1. We'll put some pictures at the end of this video so you can have a look at that. In closing, is it better? Yes, it is better than the original one, and I really liked the original speaker. It was good, it was a good seller, and it sounded right. This, it's just got the edge on it, definitely got the edge on it, much clearer, much more natural sounding. It's Mike at Phase 1.